Ecological Ignorance in Mainstream Economics. This is the title of my new book, which is now available at Amazon as e-book and paperback. This book is the product of my PhD work at the University of Corsica. My PhD title was "Why Does Mainstream Economics Ignore Ecology?" And this was always my own formulation. And the subtitle of this book is, again, "Why Does Mainstream Economics Ignore Ecology?" especially in the undergraduate education that shapes the minds of young students. And the primary inquiries were for this study: what is ecological literacy and how can it be acquired? What are the main principles of ecology in the context of economy? What are the ideological and institutional barriers to ecological thinking, especially again in the context of economy or political economy? And how can we surmount these barriers? So it was very important for my study to identify all these ideological and institutional barriers. Which principles of ecology, in the deep and broad sense, collide with core assumptions of mainstream economics? Here I mean deep ecology, not shallow ecology. I also explained the difference in my book. What is the difference between deep and shallow ecology? And with broad sense, I mean a kind of ecology that includes also human ecology. That is anthropology, evolutionary human anthropology, human ecology, history of civilizations, sociology, psychology, or generally human sciences. And mainstream economics means here neoclassical or neoliberal economics. I also explained in my book how did political economy of the 19th century become first neoclassical economics at the beginning of the 20th century, and then towards the end of the century, 20th century, it became neoclassical economics. I also explained how this happened. History of economic thought. Another inquiry was, how do investors of big multinational companies profit from the destruction of nature? And how can we stop this destruction? And this is a topic of ecological imperialism. There is a chapter in the book titled Ecosystem Mutilation and Patching Business. And in this chapter I explain how do some companies profit from the destruction of sustainable ecosystems.